loneliness of self-improvement. Everybody talks about growth, but nobody wants to talk about what growth costs. Nobody tells you that self-improvement can get lonely because the moment you decide you want more out of life, the moment you decide you want better or you want to that you know you're called for more, your mindset changes, your habits change, and your conversations change. The conversations that you used to have with certain people don't feel the same, they don't hit the same because y'all not on the same frequency and y'all not in the same mindset. And eventually the people around you start changing too. They start getting distant, and not because you hate them, not because you think you're better than them, but because you keep living the same way you once opened your eyes to. Some people will misunderstand your discipline. They'll call you distant when you're focused. They'll say that you changed without realizing you had to. And honestly, that's the part that hurts. That's the part that a lot of people try to avoid. But a lot of self-improvement looks exciting online. The gym clips, the motivational quotes, and the success stories. But what they don't show you is the silence, the uncomfort, the loneliness, the Friday nights where you're alone because you stop chasing distractions, the moment you feel disconnected because your vision no longer matches your environment, and the feeling of sitting in a room full of people and still feeling alone. Growth isolates you before it introduces you to the right people, because isolation makes you question yourself, it makes you question your identity, and it makes you question your circle. You start wondering, am I becoming too different? Am I losing people? And is this even worth it? But sometimes losing access to your old life is proof that you're evolving. Not everybody's meant to go where you're going. And some people are assigned to your comfort zone, not your calling. And one of the hardest lessons in life is realizing that growth requires separation. Growth requires you outgrowing certain people, outgrowing certain environments. Growth is just a very uncomfortable thing. And one of the hardest lessons in life is just realizing that you can love people and still outgrow certain environments. That doesn't make you fake, that doesn't make you selfish, and that makes you aware. Because if you stay attached to those habits, those conversations, and that environment, that is gonna kill the future you. It's gonna not even just the future you, but also kill your future. You never become who you're meant to be. But here's what I've learned and what I'm learning: isolation is temporary, transformation is worth it. And the lonely season teaches you who you are, and when nobody's clapping for you, it teaches you discipline without validation, faith without evidence, and consistency without attention. Because even eventually you'll meet people who match the person you fought to become. You'll meet people who are already the version of yourself that you're trying to become. You'll meet people who are walking in that purpose. And you'll meet people who are been where you were or where you currently are. But before that happens, there's usually a season where it feels like you're walking alone. So if you're in that season right now, keep going. The separation may hurt, but staying the same would hurt more. Staying in your comfort zone would hurt more. And maybe the loneliness isn't punishment, maybe it's preparation. It's preparation for what has yet to become and what has yet to come. So growth will cost you comfort before it pays you purpose. Again, growth will cause you comfort before it pays you purpose. You gotta get used to being uncomfortable.